Starseed Rising 333. If it's your first time, welcome. This is going to be a general reading and not a personal reading. Please use your own discernment when watching or listening to this reading, and whatever messages that come out, please take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you do enjoy this reading, please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe or share, or just leave a comment. First of all, I'd like to thank once again to all my supporters, my subscribers, anyone who have supported my channel in any way. Thank you ever so much for your support. Whatever you did in the past or what you're about to do is much appreciated, and it doesn't go unnoticed. Please don't forget to check out the description box as well. And once again, I just want to remind you that tarot and oracle readings is all to do with energy. These energies might not necessarily belong to you. It could belong to someone you're associated with, or it could be an energy within another energy. It's also non-gender and it's also timeless. And I hope you're enjoying your morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are. I hope you're enjoying your week so far, because we are on different time zones here. All right. And and this reading today is going to be for Wednesday, the 6th of August, 2025. Okay. Now, to keep the vibration and frequency high around this reading, I just want to once again use this deck, all right, and see what message our spiritual team have for us today. Okay. What is it that they would like us to remember? Okay. And they wanted me to select this card, and it says here, I trust the wisdom within. I trust the wisdom within. Okay. And that wisdom, all right, is basically our intuition, which is like a spiritual compass to help guide us as we go through life. All right. It's a beautiful gift besides life that the Most High has given to us. All right. And this intuition, okay, is basically our gut feeling. All right. It is the third eye, our sixth sense. Okay. So I'm just going to read quickly on this. All right. And especially now with all the retrogrades and everything, it's very important for us to use our intuition at all times. All right. And use discernment in all situations. All right. So I'm just going to read quickly on this card. It says, I trust the wisdom within. Knowledge is what we learn. Wisdom is what we know. Knowledge comes from study. Wisdom comes from within. Listen. There is a voice deep in the core of your being that has the answer to every challenge you face. Throughout your life, you have interacted with this voice, followed its guidance, and taken action based on what you've received. When you've ignored it, you found yourself in a space of indecision and insecurity. Think for a moment, isn't that true? The reason this card has come up for you today is because you are receiving divine guidance and you questioning it. Some part of you still doesn't fully believe that the answer you are hearing is the reality you deserve. It's time to change that. The universe is giving you a loving nudge to make the next move. Though following the prompting from within, you'll gain a deeper sense of satisfaction and purpose. You are in touch with the universe through your inner voice, and it's time to listen up. So we just need to just tune in, and maybe we need to do a bit more of meditations, all right, or trust our gut feeling, all right. And the vibe of the day is I listen to the guidance of the universe. I listen to the guidance of the universe. Okay, so that's the vibe of the day. Okay, so let's see what other messages, all right, our spiritual team have for us, including the ancestors and obviously the divine, all right, or higher power. So I'm going to be using the energy deck just to check on the energies, um, as well as to see what advice, okay, that our spiritual team, okay, because uh sometimes, all right, when I ask our spiritual team, okay, what is it that they would like us to think about, remember, consider, all right, to focus on. Sometimes they want us to know, okay, what is around us at this time, okay, even though I'm going to be later on using another deck, okay, to check to see what else is happening around the collective, all right. So let's see, um let's give it a bit of a shuffle. With the spiritual angels, what is it that the collective need to focus on at this time? Okay. Okay, so we've got here broken heart. Okay, so maybe you might be healing from a situation. All right. It could be because of um breaking up of some type of romantic relationship. Doesn't have to be. It could be a business partnership as well. Okay. This is on a number 9. Nine in numerology talks about fruition. Okay, so something must have somehow come to an end. Um, but it could also represent attainment or fulfillment. So you could be fulfilled. Feeling somehow fulfilled in your life after a breakup, all right, or maybe somebody else could be going through this right now. You could be alive, path 9, okay, and this is, or some person could be or a person could be grieving, it could be to do with some type of loss, or it could be you. Just take the energy as it resonates. Holy Spirit, angels, what is it that we need to think about, or or it could be like somebody who's going through this, okay, because you got her, um also you've got like you've got Archangel Shamiel. Okay, so you could call on him as well. Maybe this person could be feeling quite low at this time. You could also call on Shamiel to help boost your energy, to give you that inner strength, especially if you want to you're working on your goals, or to make the decision in order to move forward in your life. This is on number 37. When you add the two numbers, it gives you the number 10. But when you remove the zero, so you could be a life path 1. Um, some things could be coming to an end, okay, for you in your life. Okay, there could be some things completing. There could be, as I said, end of a cycle, because that's what 10 represents. Okay, or maybe you could be, as I said, healing from a situation. Okay. Yeah, so you could call on Archangel Shamiel. You could call on him to heal your solar plexus chakra, okay, which is as I said, to do for inner strength, for courage, bravery as well, in the area of life. Okay, you also have Archangel Michael coming out as well. You could call on Archangel Michael to help you with your root chakra, which represents security and stability in the area of life. You could also call on Archangel Michael to help cut the cause of anything, or it could be a person, place, or thing that no longer serves a higher purpose. Okay, when you add the two numbers, that gives you number 8. Numerology, it represents mastery, uh, um, action, and accomplishment. Or you could be a life path 8. All right. Um, what is it that we need to consider? What is it that we need to remember? Okay, so you've got the world here. So this, when you add the two numbers, gives you the master. um the life path 11, or the master number 11. Okay, or you may be a life path 11. When you add the two numbers together, okay, it gives you a number 2, which is all about balance, partnership, duality. You may be feeling unbalanced within yourself to take on the world. Okay, or you might sort of like embarking on something new, close out a cycle with an individual. It could be a place, it could be a thing. Okay, basically, from what spirit is saying is that basically the world is your oyster if you've already done that. So it's all about taking grab of the new opportunities that must be that will be coming your way, or maybe you are already doing that now. Okay. And it also, this card also represents expansion, okay, and growth. Okay. Or as I said, an opening up to new opportunities that will hopefully will be coming your way. All right. That could be happening now. It could be happening in the near or distant future. Okay. All right. And again, you got this card here, anxiety. So there could be people around you. Maybe you might be in this energy. Doesn't have to be, um, who could be quite anxious at this time. It could be to do with a personal situation. It could be to do with a relationship. All right. Again, you got 9 here. So again, so I don't know. Maybe some things, maybe they might not be fulfilled in their life. If this is to do with another individual, it could be you. So just take the energy as it resonates. You got angel of balance here. So it's very important that we remain, we create a healthy balance, okay, within our lives. All right. This gives you 12 when you add the two numbers 3. So you could be life path 3. Okay, 3 talks about, also in numerology, it represents creativity, groups, and growth. All right. So I don't know. I mean, at the bottom of the deck, you got 7 here. So you could be a life path 7. So you could be a life path 3 or 7. Um, Maybe there's certain things could be ending here, because you got 3 and 7 is 10 in an individual or group of people's lives. Okay, maybe there could be an end of a cycle regarding you and a group of people. It could be to be family members there, because community does represent family as well. Doesn't just mean people or your neighborhood or people in your community. All right, or maybe they may want to um balance something out with you here. All right, so just take whatever messages that come out, just take what resonates and leave the rest. All right, and apply the rules where they fit. All right, so what I want to do is just quickly go through those downloads. All right. um Okay, so as I said before, in my previous readings, okay, there are a lot of retrogrades going on right now. You got Saturn, Mercury, Neptune, Pluto. So a lot of lies, secrets will be or getting exposed. A lot of illusions are breaking, or being cleared away. A lot of these, this has to do with also, especially with Neptune, when it comes to like people casting out illusions or doing glamour, magic, and all these sorts of things. And as I said before, all right, that in my last reading, a person or people who you once had some type of karmic connection with will either want to reconnect, reconcile, or they may want you to contemplate or compromise. Okay, maybe some of them might want you to go back into all karmic relationships or cycles which you have closed. Okay, which is not for your highest good. Okay, where there was unrequited love and not unconditional love. And what spirit is saying, okay, at this moment, it's important to pay attention to the signs, signals, and synchronicities, and even red flags, okay, that the universe, the divine, and your spiritual team is showing you at this time, and to use your intuition and discernment at all times. Okay. Also trust, have faith, all right, and trust the process, especially if you are on a religious or spiritual path, all right. Because a lot of these I mean, this individual or individuals maybe could be still embodying devilish energies, okay, and they may have some type of um uh they could be holding secrets or have some type of ulterior or hidden motive. There are all as and what was downloaded to me. Okay, there are a lot of people who are wolves in sheep clothing, pretending to be spiritual or religious as well, when in fact they are not. Some of them could be dabbling or practicing dark arts, so-called black magic. Okay, and I heard the words from spirit. Okay, soulless beings in an empty shell. So don't be fooled by the appearances because looks can be deceiving. Okay, what I also got was that there could be an ex-lover, spouse, business, workmate, or friend who backstabbed you in the past or who is under judgment. Is it could be experiencing bad karma at this time or some type of misfortune or loss, all right? Someone who owns a business, it could be you, maybe are contemplating and trying to figure out in secret how they can end a contract with their business partner or business partners, okay, without experiencing severe financial loss. All right. Another thing, what I wanted to also mention is that I went to the shop the other day, okay. I went inside the supermarket and I wanted to use the ladies, but there was a really horrible smell, okay, that was coming from the ladies. All right. But anyway, I wanted to go, that's just part of nature, all right. And then when I went in, all right, I just noticed that the water, okay, the water um inside, like the toilets was like it was very dirty. All right. And I just couldn't understand, okay, what was going on. A lot of people were, like those two other people that was using the ladies, they were confused about what was going on, about the smell, da 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 da. Okay. And then I went into another shop and I wanted to buy something, right? And what it is, all of a sudden when I went to use my card, like all of a sudden everything just stopped working. Okay, all the machines, everything stopped. But I just said a prayer and then obviously I was able to pay for my shopping and then I left. Okay. But then what it was that the universe was trying to tell me, the ancestors, the divine was trying to say to me that that smell that I took, all right, is something to do with the angel of death. Okay, now one of this high priestess like myself who also got a channel, okay, she is a content creator. She puts out videos as well. Her name is Daisy Ozim and she's got her channel is called Proof of Chaos. And I remember a couple of years ago she put out a video called The Angel of Death. And then I heard the words can't stop, won't stop. All right. So what my spiritual team was trying to say is that right now, okay, for those individuals who continue, if you are you in your purpose or you're trying to do what is right, you're trying to do what is right, you on your spiritual path, all right, or religious path, and there are individuals who are trying to stop, block, doing all sorts of things, dabbling into dark arts. What the Most High is saying right now is that unfortunately these people or this individual is going to be experience a lot of endings in their life, all right. And what they wanted me to just remember is what happened back in the days in Egypt with Moses, Pharaoh, and the Israelites. Okay, when Pharaoh was given warning after warning about letting the Israelites go until the last plague was that the firstborn of every Egyptian, they passed away. Okay, and that was that was when Pharaoh decided to let. But even with to let the Israelites go. But even still, one of the plagues was that Moses turned the water, okay, into blood, okay, and it created a stench. All right, everything that was in the river and the sea died. So these are just signs, okay, to say that this person, maybe these individuals, they've been um given signs to stop, attacking you on whatever, because in the scripture the most high did say to where it says that touch not my anointed, but these people continuing to do things, and unfortunately if they don't want to listen, then unfortunately they're going to be experiencing a lot of misfortune, endings in their life, and even it could cost them their life, because now we've got a lot of retrogrades going. I mean, Saturn itself is in retrograde in Aquarius. Aquarius does represent groups, all right. This could include family members as well, who working together again, who doing things against you. Saturn is the grim reaper, because Saturn represents discipline and responsibility. Okay, you got Pluto, which is all, even though this energy is to do with rebirth and transformation, is also to do with death and endings as well. So, it's just a warning to those that don't want to stop. Okay, you don't want to stop. All right, and also that, as I said before, the angel of death is on this earth, right? And what the Most High is doing is using this angel to bring endings to individuals who do not want to listen, who want to continue operating in low vibrational energies. All right. Now this one here, this message, okay, is it's really directed to, not necessarily for the cross watcher. Okay, it's probably more. I would say it's more directed to not to the collective, sorry, but more towards the cross watcher, um, or someone who is on who has not awakened yet, someone who has not awakened yet. So this message is really for directed to the cross watcher or someone who has not spiritually awakened yet. And it's to do because, as I said earlier before, that this is cleanup season. We're in judgment season now. The wheat is being separated from the chaff, and this message came from the ancestors, from the divine, your this my spiritual team, okay, and it's to do with adult shops, okay, and this is very much linked to this sex industry when it comes to things like domination, okay, like those shops that are using products which is associated with that, okay, like whips, chains, blindfolds, etc., or individuals who engage or promote that type of activity, okay, on who may find this type of activity funny or exciting, or gaining or making money through this sort of thing, okay, okay, or an individual or individuals who engage in now these, what they saying to me, okay, is that maybe this individual or individuals maybe who engage in that sort of thing or attracted to that type of activity could be victims of abuse, okay, which may have happened in this lifetime or in a past life, okay, or they could be the one who is instigating this, okay, and it could be because we are all spiritual beings having a human experience, and we all had past lives. And what my ancestors, my spiritual team is saying, maybe these people who enjoy doing this sort of thing, instigating this sort of thing, or encouraging it, they could come from a family who owned slaves, okay, or was engaged in slavery, all right. And this type of activity promotes torture, pain, humiliation, okay, reenacting what took place during slavery, all right. And if you are someone of the black race, or someone of color, okay, this is not accepted. The ancestors right now, they're not happy. The divine is not happy. My spiritual team is, they're not happy with this, because um even today, okay, unfortunately there are a lot of individuals, especially women, who are still subjugated to that type of abuse and suffering in silence. So the ancestors, okay, especially those who were victims or died due to being enslaved, um, or they suffered some type, most likely, well, most of the slaves did that, okay, sorry, experienced that, sorry, of abuse, or those who were tortured, maimed, even died as a result. They're saying is to stop or move away, okay. And if you associate yourself with individuals who engage in that type of activities, what the ancestors is saying, to move away from this person, okay, because we shouldn't find inflicting pain on an individual funny or exciting. And what they're saying, that this is not normal behavior. All right, so I think these are just the channel messages, okay, that my spiritual team, the divine, um the ancestors, they wanted me um to put out. Okay. So to check on what else is going on around the collective, I'm going to be using a chakra deck. All right. And if you've never heard about chakras before, I did put a video out going into detail about chakras and auras. I do have some other readings, okay, on my channel, so please check it out. But chakras are the energy center point that help us that help bring balance around the key body functions. Okay, there are seven major ones and 21 minor ones. Okay, and each major chakra represents a specific life area. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing, as always, oh, and if you are interested in crystals, you want to know about crystals, okay, please check out the description box, because I've put the names of some books which I use that are helping me as I go along my journey. Um, and this one here, okay, is called Chakra Stone. So if you are interested, all right, in healing your chakras, you can use this stone. Um, Instead of buying individual ones for each major chakra, okay, or you could listen to music meditations or guided meditations to help heal your chakras and auras, okay, or cleanse, balance them out. All right. So I'm going to be using this chakra oracle deck, and then I'm going to be using also the chakra wisdom tarot, okay, to clarify these cards, and some other decks as well. Okay. So I'm going to be selecting three cards from this deck and take two from the top and two from the bottom. The three main ones I'm going to put on a stand, and the rest I'm going to put on flat on the table. Okay, but I'll show you all the cards. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Okay. So the first card that came out, it says isolation, isolation. Holy Spirit, what is the current energies around the collective at this time? You've got quest. We've got instinct. Okay. So we've got isolation, quest, and instinct. Okay. Okay, so we've got isolation, quest, instinct, and I'm just going to take two from the top and two from the bottom. So we've got service, okay, growth. We've got trickery. And we've got mysticism. Okay, so the two at the top was service and growth, and the two cards at the bottom of the deck was trickery and mysticism. Okay. Okay, so especially with this, a lot of the readings that I've been putting out, a lot of it has to do with people of the past or person of the past. You might have had some type of karmic tie or connection with. Um, so it could be, I don't know, it could be like an energy. It could be a group of people that you once were in some type of relationship. Or you worked with, all right, as I said, it could be a workmate, it could be an ex-partner, spouse, and maybe when you walked away, or or you close out a cycle with this person, maybe now this person somehow feels isolated. um Maybe they're not listening to you, they're in the guidance because you got instinct here. um Maybe you moved away from this person because maybe this person was quite deceptive in the past, because you've got trickery here. Okay, they may have used some type of dark arts or spell work, so that you couldn't see clearly who they were. Okay, maybe that they could be still in that energy. Maybe they see you as somebody who is quite nurturing, quite caring. Okay, and maybe reminiscing on this. Maybe they now want to somehow make amends. Um, like maybe they want to heal. Um, it could be someone, okay, whoever is in that energy, maybe this person is could be ill, okay, and may need some help, or they could be all in their feeling, they could be isolated at this time. um hmm. But I think you need to use your intuition and discernment at all times here. All right. um okay, so let me use the tarot, and then I'm going to use some other decks as well, all right, to see what comes out. Or maybe they could somehow feel a bit stuck, because if you notice, you see how this, um, if you notice that how this, these clothes are on a hanger, this suit is on a hanger, so I don't know. You could be dealing with a karmic male, doesn't have to be, because these readings is all to do is non-gender, okay, or somebody who embodies more of the masculine energy. Okay, this person could be older than you as well, because if you notice that this woman, she's got gray hair, but doesn't have to be. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to clarify these main ones first to see what comes out. Okay. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, please clarify isolation. Okay, so we've got Princess of Wands. Seven of Coins. Four of Wands. Ten of Swords. Wow. Nine of Wands. Okay. Okay. All right. So, okay. So there could be so this could be some a situation, okay, where you close out the cycle. Okay, you might have had some type of relationship, as I said, with this individual, because you got four of wands. Okay, you could have had a family. This could be a family member. Um, okay, or it could, yeah, so you could have, or it could be to do with uh business. Okay, or you could have shared a home, or somebody you consider as family. Okay, and maybe this person is not in a, I don't, this person is not in a good place right now. Okay, because you've got 10 of swords here. Okay, this person could be experiencing some type of loss. Okay, because they could be experiencing some type of sadness in their life. They could have been stabbed in the back. Okay, somebody could have stabbed them in the back, and maybe that's why they somehow feel isolated. Okay, they could somehow feel a bit trapped in their situation because you got nine of wands here. And it's definitely somebody that you once had some type of relationship, because you got princess of wands here. Okay. um Maybe somebody that maybe when you were in a relationship with them, okay, if this was a love situation, you had invested a lot of time, energy. But this could also be yeah, I think this is more to do with I don't know, to me this is more to do with like a sort of like a either to do with family, or it could be to do with an ex-spouse or ex-lover here. Okay, and this person is not in a good place right at this time, and they could somehow feel stuck, and they could feel somehow feel isolated, or maybe they could be in some type of isolation or in hermit mode. Okay, now it could be an individual that you are probably you've created healthy boundaries, because you've got seven of wands here. All right. And then at the bottom you've got seven of cups. Okay. Oh, 7 7. So definitely 7 7. When you add the two numbers, that gives you the number 14. When you add the two, that gives you number 5. So this person is right now, there could be a lot of changes happening in this person's life. They could somehow feel a bit there could be some type of instability um with this individual. Okay. Yeah, maybe they were in a relationship. They could have been in a relationship with somebody who embodies the queen of wands energy, and maybe it left them heartbroken because you got um three of swords here. Okay, so hmm. All right, so let's see. I'm going to be clarifying the next card quest. Okay, so you've got High Priestess. You've got Emperor. You've got Queen of Cups. Wow. You've got the Devil. Wow, that came in reverse. King of Cups in reverse. Then you've got King of Wands and Knight of Swords. All right, so you could be dealing, as I said, that there could be somebody, as I said before, maybe this person, because you got quest. Let me just quickly check on this. Quest. Let me see. Ta-da. Yeah, I think this person right now, okay, from what I'm seeing here, okay, this person may, if this is your story, okay, this person may want to come towards you, okay, and as I said, you are dealing with a karmic, okay, this definitely was this person was a karmic individual here, okay, so I mean, just as I said, these readings are is non-gender. So I think what it is here, this person may want to come towards you. Okay, you could be embodying this Queen of Cups energy. You could also be embodying the Emperor energy as well. Okay, and this person, okay, could be embodying um the King of Wands energy. Um, Knight of Swords energy, and they could also be embodying um the King of Cups energy in reverse. Okay, but this person is definitely in the sort of like operating from the shadow side. Okay, because you got the devil on the table, and maybe they, but this person is coming towards you. But I believe from what I'm getting here, this person could be, all right, this person could be still holding a secret because you got the High Priestess here, all right. Or maybe you need to use your intuition when it comes to this individual who may want to come towards you because you got quest here. Quest can represent a journey, all right. um or maybe they're trying to seek guidance how they can go about to come towards you. They might be a bit indecisive on how to do this, okay, and that's why you got instinct here. So maybe they are, like in, they're not maybe listen to, I don't know, maybe they're not listening, but maybe you need to also listen to your intuition and use discernment at all times regarding this individual. They could be all in their head because you got um Nine of Swords here, okay, and you could be embodying uh the Queen of Swords energy, all right. Or maybe they're using, okay, they could be as well, maybe sort of like from what was downloaded to be by spirit, okay, this person could also, right, could be somebody who could be a dark magician, or or could be a dark high priest or or high priestess, and they may be going to someone to find out how what or paying for spell work because you got mysticism here, um how they can trick you into taking them back, okay, because you have service here as well, okay, um, or to create some type of illusion, okay, so you wouldn't see them, you wouldn't see through the illusions, whatever they're casting, um, from what spirit is saying to make you doubt yourself, okay, or doubt what your gut feeling is telling you, okay, about this person. Okay, this person could be a wolf in sheep clothing, doing things in the dark. Because if you notice, you see the wolf there. This person could be like somebody who lives a double life, or somebody who's two-faced, not genuine, and they could be doing something um during the moon phase. Okay. Mm. All right. So let's see what else we can get. Okay. Okay, and this person could be doing it in secret because you got isolation here. Okay, which can talk of like being in solitude, okay, or being in hermit mode. Right. Holy Spirit of purify instinct. Mm-hmm. Let's see, we've got Five of Wands. Okay, you got the Lovers. Okay. This wanted to fly on mysticism. So this person could be doing some type of spell work or into some type of or practicing dark arts, right? Okay. Clarify Lovers. Lovers. You got Chariot. Nine of Cups. Okay. Mhm. Okay, and then you've got Princess of Swords. Okay. So, okay, so definitely this could be somebody that you close out a cycle with. Okay, there could have been, sorry, a lot of fighting when you were, or a lot of disagreements when you were this with this individual. Um, Maybe this person could be in a relationship where they're stuck, where there's a lot of fighting. Um, and this person, feels somehow stuck in this relationship. And for some reason, okay, they want to move away. Um, okay. There could be a lot of there could be they basically this person could be very discontented about their relationship. Maybe there is a lot of uncertainty regarding their relationship, whether if it's going to work or not. So this person could be also stuck. Okay, maybe they're not paying attention to their intuition when they're telling to um or sort of like listen to divine guidance to move away from a situation. All right. um this person could be somebody that was quite disloyal in the past. Okay. And maybe they could be now in another relationship, and they're just not happy, and they want to come towards you. They want to start something afresh because you got Princess of Swords. Okay, so they may want to message you. Okay, maybe they feel that they've missed a golden opportunity with you. Okay, now maybe they see you as sort of like their wish fulfillment because you got Nine of Cups, or maybe they're now reminiscing and thinking about when they were with you, they were more at peace. Okay, they were financially and emotionally stable. Okay. As I said, this person could be in this Four of Swords energy. They could be thinking about how they can maybe come towards you, message you. They could be all in their head right now. And it's definitely could be a relationship most likely that you've already put to rest. Okay. And you could also embody this Empress energy. Okay. Maybe they want to start afresh with you. Somebody definitely that you walked away from because you got Eight of Cups. Okay. Someone you close out a cycle with. Okay. um yeah, or maybe they want to start something afresh with you. um because you got at the bottom of the deck, you got Princess of Cups here. All right. So, but what spirit is saying, okay, so you could also embody the Queen of Coins energy. But what spirit is saying, if you were to take this person back, this person could still be quite shady. um they could be, somebody, you could be dealing with somebody who's self-serving, who's going to they just have their own interests at heart. And whatever they're going to do is going to put you in the Ten of Wands energy, quite overly burdened. Or maybe since you close out a cycle with this person, because you got the world here, this person somehow feels heavenly burdened, okay? Yeah, they could be experiencing some type of tower, okay, or ending in their life because they could be currently under judgment. All right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to be using some other decks and see what comes out. Okay, regarding this. Let me just start with the so there's a lot of past energy going on right now, okay, in this reading. Yeah. So you could be in this Empress energy, okay. You might have probably created healthy boundaries when it comes to this person. Maybe now they see you as somebody who is quite, quite abundant, quite confident. You could be, or you could be in hermit mode, okay, but in a good way, all right. Protecting your energy from this person. Okay, yeah. This person may feel that there's some unfinished business between you and them. They may want to reconcile or ask for your forgiveness, but this fell on the mysticism card, so you know, just use your intuition and discernment at all times. Hmm. Okay, this person could be spiritually attacking you. Okay, if you're on a spiritual path or religious path, they could be experiencing some type of karma. Okay, maybe the Most High had to appoint Archangel Michael to intervene in this relationship. Okay, that's why you were able to move away. Okay, maybe this person is also is refusing to face their demons, or maybe forced to face their demons. Okay. Okay, you could have cut off all communication with this individual or blocked them. Okay, or there's probably no contact between you and them. Okay, this person may want you to contemplate, okay, to make a decision whether or not to take them back, okay, or reconcile. Okay, maybe they want to come towards you because they see you, as I said, that you're quite abundant. They could have an underlying motive. Could be they could be struggling with their finances at this time. Okay, that fell. That's a clarifying trickery. Okay. Okay, you could be dealing with somebody who could be all in their feelings at this time. Right, they could be secretly in love with somebody else. All right, but they still want to come towards you. This you could be dealing with somebody who's still cold and emotionally detached. Okay. Okay. This person could be stalking you, or they could be calling you on unknown numbers. All right. And as I said, this person may want to come back in your life, but this person could also still have many options. Okay. Isolation. Yeah, you could have been married um to this person, but you have to be careful because this card fell on trickery. Okay, so if this was an ex-lover, this person may want to trick you into marriage. Yeah, it's definitely somebody, or you're about to, okay, because we are on different timelines. Somebody you could have sort of separated from or need to cut out of your life. Okay, yeah. And for some of you, if this was your story, you could have ended this relationship because maybe, and this fell on trickery, so maybe you could have found out that this person wanted to trick you or this person was not genuine. Okay. Yeah, you could be dealing with somebody who could be still love bombing you, or somebody who is self-absorbed. Maybe this relationship, if this is your story, if you were in a relationship with this person, the relationship could have been one-sided, and you could be also dealing with a narcissist, or dealt with, or this person could be a narcissist. This card fell on trickery. Okay, so you could be dealing with somebody who basically is a slithering snake. Okay, somebody who snaked you in the past. Okay, so you need to probably keep your guards up. Okay, regarding this person, or create healthy boundaries. Yeah, if you don't, and if you don't listen to your intuition and maybe divine guidance, go within, this person may want to come up, but this person could cause you to self sabotage. Okay. Yeah, and you could be dealing with somebody who was, or well, who was your a false twin flame. Okay. Who may want to come back because maybe they see you, as I said, abundant. Okay, and this person, most likely, if they are in devilish energies, this person is still wearing a mask. Okay. Let's pretty high isolation. Let's see what else. Best, instinct. Instinct. Service, or the state of the service, growth, trickery, mysticism. Okay, so okay, so this person could, as I said, could be all in their feelings right now. Okay, yeah, maybe could be like could be emotionally and financially unstable at this time, or they could be in a situation where they could be in an unloving relationship and they want to come towards you. um okay, this person could be somebody who is could still be quite disrespectful. Okay. um Maybe there was a lot of problems, okay, when you and this individual was together. um this person could somehow feel quite isolated and alone at this time. um this person could still be this person could still be operating from their shadow side, okay? And this person could be like somebody who is like they all talk but no action, okay? Someone who doesn't is not someone who is not committal, okay? Mm-hmm. Maybe when this person want to make their way towards you, you might tell this person too little too late, okay? Especially if you already in a more loving relationship, okay, and you are dealing with somebody who could be quite deceitful and also a swindler as well, okay? Somebody who could be very controlling. I mean, you had a card describing this person as a narcissist. Who is this one? Let's see. Let me use another deck to see what's going on with this person. Who's this one? I'm just going to see what else we can get from this individual. Service, verified growth, verified trickery, verified mysticism. Yeah, this person definitely wants you to compromise. Okay, they will communicate with you to commit to so that you can compromise. But this came out in reverse, so I don't think that you're going to take this person back. Okay, um, okay, this person may want to play on your heartstrings. Okay, and want you to open up your heart to them. They may say that okay that to give this relationship time to grow, okay, but you know I think you have if you were married to this person, I think you might have filed a divorce, okay, and no longer um want to be with this person, but this person could be doing spell work to manifest you back into their life, okay. And as I said, you know, this person could be seeing somebody else. It does say there's someone in the middle, someone is trying to sabotage. I don't know. So I don't know, or maybe they know that I don't know. Maybe they could be dabbling into spell work and find out that you could be going into a divine union if you're on this soulmate twin flame journey, and maybe they want to come and intercept that. Okay, to so that you could sabotage this divine connection. Hmm. Let's see what. Yeah, you could be dealing with somebody who's quite manipulative, okay? Someone who creates a lot of lies because they want to control, okay? And you could have caught this person being unfaithful, okay? And you could be going through a divorce, okay? You could have, because you found some type of evidence, okay? And this person continues to make bad choices, okay? Let's see what is it this person may want to say to you, all right? If when they message you or call you. For isolation. Okay, they may say that they've maybe they now realize, okay, that they've missed an opportunity with you, because it says I didn't act when I should have. So this person could be in regret. But shadow side says you made me realize my flaws. So maybe this person is going within, okay, and trying to sort of like face their shadows, do some form of shadow work, or face their demons. Because the secrets, it says I haven't told you everything. It says absence, I feel like a part of me is missing without you. Okay. So definitely this was a karmic contract, okay? It says soul contract, the lessons I learned from us will never be forgotten. Okay, we got daydreaming, I am always longing for you. Okay, so maybe this is what they're going to tell, because this is clarifying trickery, okay? In order for you to take them back. And then it says hope I haven't given up on us yet. Okay, but this person, from what spirit is saying, that this person could still be holding something back, okay? Okay, or maybe they may tell you, but you know, with just you need to use your intuition and discernment at all times, okay? Um okay, because as I said, you know, you could be dealing with like I don't think this is a divine, definitely this is not from a divine masculine, I think, or feminine. I think this is from a comic masculine or feminine here, okay? This person may say overwhelmed, the stress from this is draining me. Or maybe you might tell this person just call it quits. When this person may want to call so that you can get back together with them. It says reunion. We will always come back to each other. So I don't know. So okay, let's see what else we can get from this situation. Is that hidden? Is this one? Is this one? For isolation, for isolation. Let's clarify instincts. Clarify service, clarify service, clarify growth, clarify trickery, clarify mysticism. Okay, so as I said, this person may want to contact you to apologize. Okay. Um, but this person, as I said, could be, I don't know, because this fell on mysticism. So I don't know, as I said, this person could be doing some type of love spell or something like think of me only or come to me spells. This person could be quite obsessed, even though with you, even though you've walked away. Okay, you've closed out a cycle with this person. Um, Now this came in reverse intimacy. So maybe you've just going to just tell this person, let sleeping dogs lie, okay? Because you somehow feel that you are at peace, you feel more balanced, you just don't really want to go back to this person as well, who may have created a lot of problems, where there was a lot of fighting. And again, as I said, you could be dealing with somebody who was all in their pride, somebody who's quite arrogant, who is all in their ego, somebody who's quite stubborn. This person could be, as I said, quite unstable at this time. Could have, be, experience some type of emotional instability at this time. And this person, as I said, could be most likely still wearing a mask. Okay. So let's see what happened, okay, within this relationship. Okay, if this was your story, okay, it could be something to do with this. Okay, it could be some of these things. Okay, it could be what happened within the relationship. It could be to do with this person. It could be something that, like, I don't know. So let's see what comes out. Okay. Isolation. Instincts, service, growth, growth, trickery, and mysticism. Okay, so let's see what happened, what went wrong. Okay, so it goes on to say incomplete. You want someone who completes you, but you need to be whole on your own. So this person, I don't know, maybe they somehow don't feel that maybe they don't feel worthy, okay, and maybe feels that they need to be in a relationship, okay, to be with somebody to feel somehow worthy. Says on social, you need to get out and mingle with new people so you can meet someone. Maybe this person, maybe they've isolated themselves, and or maybe I don't know, they could be in this feel somehow maybe they're just not taking rejection too lightly. He says pent up anger. You have unresolved feelings from your past that make you resentful towards others. Okay, so I don't know. This person may need to do some type of shadow work. There's no talking. You aren't communicating your needs clearly. You need to discuss how you feel. So maybe this person was somebody who didn't express themselves. It could be something to do again with what happened to them in their past. It could be have something to do with their childhood. Says too busy. You are being busy as an you use being busy as an excuse not to date. You must make time for your partner. So maybe when you and this person was together, maybe they didn't take the enough time to be with you, to spend some time with you, or for you and this person to be alone. It says, fated to be alone. You gave up on love because you think you are meant to be alone. It's not true. So this person could be all in their head, um, they could be somehow confused at this time about one. I don't know. Maybe they just don't know. They haven't found themselves. Okay, they just lost. They're just like a lost soul. That's what was just channeled to me by spirit. It says confusion. You don't know what you want, so you need clarity before you get involved. Okay, so maybe this person just really doesn't know what they want. Okay, and let me just see let me just ask spirit what this person, what they can do to help heal whatever it is. Okay, so maybe this person may need to release past wounds. It says all wounds hold your energy hostage. Let go of what no longer serves you and make space for healing. Okay. Let's see what else. What advice spirit has for this individual. Okay. So spiritual leaders, what advice do you have for this individual? Spiritual leaders, what advice do you have for this individual? Spiritual leaders, what advice do you have for this individual? What advice do you have for them? Okay, this wanted to come in reverse. So maybe this person is not somehow connected to spirit. But it says here, accept your destiny, embrace the unfolding of your journey, trust that each moment is leading you to your true path. So, but this person, I don't think they have any type of, um, like spiritual connection at this time. Okay. It says, soften the armor. What once protected you may now be holding you back. Let your heart breathe without defense. So maybe this could help this person to be less defensive. Okay, maybe they are somebody that just so emotionally detached, maybe because of something they experienced in their past. It says embrace both light and dark. True balance comes from embracing both your light and shadow. Both are necessary for growth. Okay. It says break self-limiting beliefs. The only limits are the ones you impose. Break free from outdated beliefs and unlock your true potential. It says release past wounds, all wounds. Oh, I think I already said this one. Okay, so let's see. Say let go of judgment. Judging others only keeps you stuck in the past. Embrace compassion and release judgment. And it says break free from emotional def- dependence. True independence comes from within. Free yourself from emotional reliance on others. So I think this person um will need to do that. Okay. And I think they wanted me to read this one. It says understand soulmate lessons. Soulmates come to teach us. Embrace the lessons they bring, even if they're hard to swallow. Okay, because I think this person is just find it hard to accept rejection. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is just close out the reading. I'm just going to be using some other decks. Okay, and see what messages uh spiritual team have for us. Okay. So let's see what the goddesses, gods, and guardians, what message they have for the collective. It could be something to do with whatever messages that came out, or it could be just general collective advice. Okay. They wanted me to select this card. Okay, it says here Apollo. Okay, it's from Apollo Divine Messages. So let me just put this on a stand. Okay, let's see what this says. Okay, So it goes on to say, Apollo divine messages. Signs are being sent to light your path. Pay attention to the whispers of spirit. Okay. Um, and it goes on to say, wake up, the divine realms are communicating with you, sweeping in upon his shining chariot. Apollo comes to eliminate the streams of heavenly messages that are being sent your way. All right. It says, pay it, spiritual guides commonly send symbols like feathers and rainbows to remind you of their presence. Pay attention to words, phases, overheard conversations, song lyrics, music, colors, images, symbols, and number patterns that you experience repetitively. You may have a sense of heightened awareness or sudden stillness as the sign is delivered. Divine messages will always be kind, loving, encouraging, and positive. They don't tell you to do anything, rather that they nudge you, in the right direction of your highest good, reinforcing your inner knowing. Okay. If you don't understand a divine message, ask yourself, if I really knew, what would this sign mean? Interpret it kindly and trust yourself. Okay. And the additional messages, it says um here that if you want to invoke this, okay, because it says, I don't know, for some of you, okay, you may it may mean, okay, that you need to follow a career or something like that, or maybe you have a career path. Your career path is music. um that's what it's got there. But anyway, the invocation to this message, if you want to work with the energy of Apollo, it says, help me interpret the language of spirit. Apollo, help me interpret the language of spirit. So you can call on Apollo, okay, to help you in that respect. All right. Or to help you, okay, to make the right decision when it comes to this individual. Okay. But the best thing is to trust your intuition. If not, then just to go within, you can pray, all right, to help um you to make the right decision when it comes to this individual. So spiritual angels, what additional advice do you have for the collective? Right. Okay, so we've got here abundance. Okay, so you could be trusting the process. Okay, having faith in yourself, having faith in the universe to help you to accomplish anything, to help you um bring your goals into fruition. Okay, to bring your dreams into a reality. Okay, it says her blessing in disguise. Maybe this person is now realizing that you are, or you were, a blessing in disguise. Okay. Maybe they're having some type of awakening. Okay. And as I said, you could be trusting the process at this time, or receiving revelation, truth regarding this individual. Okay. And for some of you, it's very important that you stay connected to spirit, and you can do that via prayer. It says surrender, believe, affirm, and release. Okay, so if you need help closing out the cycle with this individual, or if you need help in creating healthy boundaries regarding this individual, you can always rely on the power of prayer. Okay, and again, on top of the deck, you've got Zaldophone. Okay, and Zaldophone is the archangel that delivers prayers to heaven. So you can always call on him. All right. to give you the strength to make that choice, to express how you feel to this individual if they were to contact you. But what Sounderphone is saying that the first step, okay, to healing is forgiveness, all right, which will lead to freedom and healing, okay, and because if you don't first of all forgive yourself and then this individual, okay, to help you to move on with your life, okay, because what you don't want to do is to stay stuck or in a situation where you keep sort of reminiscing on what this person did to you in the past, okay. You don't want that, all right, if this is your story, and that itself will open your heart to love, okay. So this is what the angels are asking you to do at this time, because the whole point of all these karmic cycles or relationship is to help us to to make sure that we don't make the same mistakes again, to heal, grow, evolve, okay, so we can make better decisions for our life and to become a better version of ourselves, all right. So um let's see what else. Okay, so what I was guided to do is to just use some decks, okay, which we can use to help us, okay, with the healing process, okay. It just depends on what the time, because we are on different timelines. So let's see what herbs and oils, what colors we can use to help um cleanse ourselves, heal ourselves, to cleanse, balance our chakras and auras. So let me use the herbal deck and see, okay, because it is also it's very very important for us to be healing the healing from heal ourselves from within, okay. Oops. First, would you like to recommend for the collective? Angels, what type of herbs? Okay, so some of the herbs, okay, that we can use to help heal us is Mitraginia, okay, Mitraginia, okay. We can also use Blue Lotus. I think they come in tea form, all right. And also nettle tea as well, okay. We can use these herbs, herbal teas, okay, to help heal us from within, okay. Mm, let's see what essential oils. So if you like into like homotherapy and all those types of things, as well as, and if you want a spiritual journey, more likely you'll probably be using herbs and teas, special herbs and teas, okay, as part of your healing, okay, to heal the body, heal the mind. Especially what oils you recommend, especially what oil you recommend, especially angels. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, so they're recommending this one is called, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. They're recommending helichrysum or helichrysum. I hope I'm pronouncing this right. It encourages forgiveness and promotes longevity or longevity. I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly or saying this word correctly. You got lemon oil. It cleanses and uplifts. You got clary sage. It balances and clarifies. Patchouli, it lightens and eases worry. And you got lime oil, it purifies and alleviates overwhelming feelings. Okay, so this could be for the cross watcher. Okay, maybe they need to use lime oil or patchouli. Okay, if they're worried about something, anxious or overwhelmed about a situation, or it could be you. Okay, just take the energy as it resonates, okay, and leave the rest. Okay, let's see what colors, okay, our spiritual team are recommending us for us to work with that could help uplift our spirit. For the spiritual universe, what colors do you recommend? Okay, so we've got here jade. So they're recommending jade. Let's see. Red. Lemon. Okay. Magneta. Amber. And sapphire. Okay. Okay, let's see what flowers we can have around the home to help keep the like to bring in and attract positive energy into our living space. Okay. Ooh, this one wanted to jump. Wow. Okay, I think our spiritual team want us to maybe have tulip because it represents devotion and charm. Okay. This one needs to pop up, I think. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so they're recommending morning glory. Okay, apart from tulip, you got morning glory. It's which represents fresh start and joy. Then you got black-eyed Susan, which brings in optimism and resilience. This one is Osmanthus, which brings in appreciate, which is all about appreciation and nobility. This one is Magnolia, which represents dignity and reflection. And then you got Daisy, which represents innocence and joy. Okay. Let's see what. Let me use a crystal deck and see what okay, they wanted me to select. Okay, so one of the crystals, okay, that our spiritual team is recommended is garnet. Okay. And also smoky quartz. Okay. Garnet and smoky quartz, they are very good crystals for the root chakra. Okay, garnet is also a good crystal you can use for challenging situations. And it's also good for grounding. as well as smoky quartz. Okay, you can use smoky quartz energy to help you to let go of the past or anything that doesn't serve your higher purpose. Okay. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, any other crystals? Any other crystals you're recommending? Any other crystals? Okay, so they're also recommending these other ones, okay? Phantom quartz. Okay, phantom quartz is very good, like for clarity, okay, regarding certain situations, especially when especially when it comes to people who dabbling with spell work, okay. Uh, you've got carnelian. Okay, carnelian is very good to help you when it comes to your creativity. Okay, to help heal your emotions. All right, it's very much connected to the sacral chakra. Okay, then you got hematite. This is a very good stone for women, especially if you're somebody who's quite timid and you find you are afraid to express yourself. Okay, this is a very good crystal, and it's also a good grounding crystal as well. Okay, you got opopulite. This crystal can help you to stay positive in all situations. All right, and then you got terminated quartz. All right, this is a mixture of clear quartz and black tourmaline. Okay, that's mixed together, and you can use this crystal to help you heal from anything that's from the past, to help you clear away anything that doesn't serve your higher purpose. All right, and it's a very good. This crystal is very good. Okay, it helps to clear out any negative energies and to bring in truth. Okay. Okay, so you got garnet, termin, terminated quartz, apophyllite, hematite, carnelian, phantom quartz, and smoky quartz. Okay, okay, and to close off this reading, I just want to use one last deck. Um, close it off with some positive affirmations. Okay, so let's see um, what's going to come out. All right, so let's see. Okay, final messages for the collective, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Final messages for the collective. Holy Spirit, final messages for the collective. Final message for the collective. Okay, so we got here. Difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. Okay, because you know in life, okay, life itself is not a straight journey. Okay, there's going to be twists and turns, ups and downs. So we just have to go through the ebbs of life, and when we face a challenge, um, you know, we can always call on our spiritual team, the ancestors, the higher power, the divine, to help us, to give us that inner strength to overcome any obstacles or challenges that we have to face as we move along life's journey. Okay, we've got positive energy surrounds me, so it's all about making sure that the people that we associate with, okay, they can uplift us, inspire us. All right, also encourage us and to make us make the right decisions that is for the best for us. All right, and to show us unconditional love and not unrequited love. Okay, And it goes, this one says, I do not need other people to be happy, okay, because the journey should be about self and not relying on somebody else to make you happy. You should be happy within yourself first, okay? I will face the day with an open heart and an open mind. So it's all about having a positive mind, because as Albert Einstein says, you cannot uh, have a positive or live a positive life with a negative mind. My day is a blessing and a gift that I will not waste. Okay. And finally, I am a diamond. It is time for me to shine. So it's all about not dimming your light. Okay. And also expressing how you feel. Just being in this sort of positive energy. All right. At all times. All right. So I hope whatever messages that came out is going to help you in some way. It's going to give you some type of clarity if this was your story, if you're dealing with this individual. Remember that we're on different timelines and we all embody both masculine and feminine energies as well. Okay, this could have happened in the past, could be happening now in the near or distant future. Thanks once again to all my supporters, my subscribers, you the viewer, anyone who have supported my channel in any way. Please check out my other videos out, because I do spiritual enlightenment and videos as well. And I also put the names of members of my soul tribe who helped me and have helped me in the past. Okay, they all, some of them do tarot and oracle readings like myself. And I've also put the names of some books as well in the description box, okay, to that may help you as you go along your journey. Once again, thank you ever so much for taking the time out to watch my videos, okay, my readings, all right, as well. Thank you ever so much. Whatever you did in the past or whatever you're about to do is much appreciated. And once again, if you did enjoy this reading, please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe or share, or just leave a comment. Thank you for watching. See you next time, and goodbye.